Hello, I'm Aaron and welcome to Vaperama's look at how to use an electronic cigarette battery. Now I'm going to be using the e-leaf iStick 30 watt, but most batteries work in a very similar way. Now the battery is the power source of your vaping device, and the battery capacity is measured in milliamps or mAh. A simple averaged way to think about milliamps is 150 milliamps is 1 hour vaping. Now this is just a general guideline, as the amount of vaping you will get out of your battery will vary based on your style of vaping, the type of clearomizer being used, and the voltage setting the device is set at. So an electronic cigarette battery is made up of the following components. Let's start with the firing button. So the firing button, you would press it 5 times to turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be on. Yeah. And to turn it off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it off. Now to operate your battery, you would press the fire button, which would send an electrical charge through the firing pin up to the atomizer coil, turning the coil red hot and vaporizing the liquid soaked in the surrounding cotton wicking material. Up here we have the firing pin, and some newer batteries use a spring-loaded firing pin. This solves the problem that develops with some firing pins that are pushed down into the battery by the force of the screw on the clearomizer, which results in the battery not firing. If you have a non-spring-loaded firing pin on your battery and you notice that it's just not firing, use a small screwdriver to just nudge the firing pin upwards slightly, and that should sort it out. Now down here we have the variable voltage and variable wattage settings, and some batteries will have a dial at the bottom to do this, and these settings allow the user to control how much power is pushed to the coil, which in turn determines how hot the coil will become. Now the hotter the coil, the more vapor, the more throat hit, and the more flavour. Up here we have the 510 and Ego threading, and so this determines which components work together. And most vaping devices use 1 or 2 threading connections. Smaller beginner devices use what's called an Ego threading, which is a wider, larger connection. And more advanced devices use a narrower 510 connection, like this one. There's no real difference between these 2 connections apart from compatibility with other components. Now when it comes to charging a battery, depending on which device you have, you can either charge it by screwing it onto the Ego charger or by plugging the micro USB cable in here at the bottom. Now just a word of caution on that, don't use a charger that comes with a higher or lower power device. This may cause your battery to overheat. You can also charge your device quicker by plugging the USB into an adapter which goes into a wall outlet. It's always best not to leave your battery charging unattended overnight, and it's always best to charge it while you're in the room, just in case anything goes wrong. Okay, so now that we're fully charged up, let's set this to 12 watts and take it for a vape. I've got some strawberry flavour here from Vaporize. Let's go for it. Beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.